The little girl behind the glasses. Leon was an adult woman, but she still had a little girl living behind her glasses. It was late in the evening. She was sitting in front of her computer. Next to her was a huge stack of documents, which she had been filing, checking, balancing, and looking into their countless minutiae for hours on end. There were many files to go through, but even those that were cleared would likely have to be revisited later. It had been a rocky and eventful week, yet this day had a potent blend of drama and boredom that made it even more taxing than the rest of the week combined. She started noticing things becoming a little unclear to her, having to go through the details repeatedly and at a slower pace. And while her determination was as unwavering as ever, her focus had started to slip. Exhaustion had crept in, and if she kept going, she would soon start making costly mistakes. With a sigh, Leanne decided it was time to close her eyes and put away her glasses for a few minutes. She had no hope of finishing on time, or at all. The little girl, on the other hand, was extremely bored, yet far from tired. All she desperately needed was a break from tedium. So as soon as she noticed Liang's hand approaching the frame of her glasses, she held on with all her might, and with great effort, managed to pull herself free. Too tired to notice, Lian was soon fast asleep, her mind adrift as her body enjoyed much needed rest. Meanwhile, the little girl seized the opportunity and embarked on her first independent adventure. A few hours passed before Lian regained consciousness. She yawned, stretched, and using her sense of touch, retrieved her glasses. But to her surprise, when she put them on and opened her eyes, she couldn't see at all. Anger started bubbling up in her. For at that moment she knew the little girl had left her post. She started going over the many things she had to do. That little girl should have known better, she thought. Now, not only did she have to catch up, but she also would have to struggle to get that child in place before she could begin. In a blind rage, she started combing the house with her fingertips. After much trouble and a few accidents along the way, she finally found the little girl. Leon then unleashed her fury on her. She proceeded to forcefully put her back behind the glasses and reprimanded her severely. As punishment, and in order to make up for that lost time, they would no longer watch any cartoons, read comics, or anything remotely funny or even fun at all. Leon stormed her way back to her chair and angrily sifted through her now larger stack of pending items. With great vigor, she began going through their technical details at a frantic pace for the rest of the evening. This went on for days, until not only did she catch up, but started gaining ground. She started covering many more items than initially planned and with much improved attention to detail. Professionally, her progress was nothing short of remarkable, however. This made them both very sad. She pressed on for a few more days, her anger slowly dissipating, before she was willing to come to an agreement. Leon would leave her glasses at the window, in front of the computer, really everywhere when sleeping, so the little girl could explore the surroundings. But in exchange, the girl could not wander off too far from them. The little girl was delighted. She enjoyed this immensely and always kept relatively near the glasses, playing to her heart's content. Still, this compromise meant Leanne had to struggle searching for her glasses every single time she woke up. She had many accidents and sometimes reached into sharp edges, bumped into things, tripped, or went off searching in the wrong location. So, after thinking long and hard about this, Liang finally decided to get eye surgery. Her eyesight was no longer a problem and was finally free from using glasses. But the little girl would never be able to come out again.